when you're a linebacker, you're the muscle on the field. You know what I mean? You got to get there fast.
Meat missile.
Yeah, and everybody's coming at you.
It's so bad.
Yeah, bro, come on. This is a Christian podcast. All right. Wow. Are we ready?
Yeah, let's start it with a prayer, dog.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Heavenly Father, Lord, we invite you into this time. We invite you into this space. And Lord, we just ask that your hand be on everything here. Lord, we ask that your words be our words. We ask that you use us as vessels to relay messages that you would want relayed, Lord. We pray this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Welcome to the Peak Performance Podcast. Just so y'all know, we've been setting up for 3 hours. This lighting, man. Lighting is everything. Is everything. Did you just hit your mic?
I did, but it's good. We're good.
Oh, okay.
We're
All
good.
right.
I only moved it like back and forth. It went back to where it started. We got to take another 3 hours, guys. Hold on. We'll be right back.
Wait. You know, it's just we moved we podcast in my living room. We moved everything around, so now we're just getting readjusted. That's why all the camera angles and everything are different. So, welcome to the new and improved Peak Performance Podcast, episode 3. Maybe in episode 6, we'll move everything else around. I'm joking.
Yeah.
I'm joking. I'm not moving anything. So today, guys, we want to talk about how fitness, how it doesn't just affect your body, but how does fitness affect the rest of your life, right? How does working out and the mentality of working out spill over into the rest of your life? One thing that I tell my clients all the time, and it's a topic that comes up a lot, is, you know, hunger is like the biggest temptation, right? Hunger, craving, it's like one of the hardest temptations to control. You know, I can't tell you how many times I've taken phone calls from clients and they're just like, hey man, it's been a rough day. I ended up, you know, binging a little bit on Oreo cookies or whatever, you know, and it's like we've taken like our emotions and we've attached it to our favorite foods, our comfort foods, right? That's why they call it comfort foods. We eat off of emotion. So I would say like craving is one of the hardest temptations to overcome. Yeah. And when you learn to dial that in and take control of your cravings and have that discipline, you can literally control everything else in your life. You know what I mean?
I can agree with that. Yeah.
You know, so, you know, think about like, I just lost my train of thought. That's like the worst time to do a podcast.
Yeah, you just black out. So, like, if you can control hunger, which is one of the most basal human urges, and we need food to eat. Mm-hmm. So if you can control the urge to just eat, there's nothing else that's going to be harder than that, right, generally in life. Right. It's just, yeah, man, you're getting into that lizard brain territory. Yeah. Where it's like, I must eat food, and then that all of a enemy mind. You switch over into like primal hunter gatherer. Yeah. I must eat.
Well, think about like how often we eat. Like, you always hear those memes. Like I saw a meme the other day on Facebook where it says like, I wonder if my refrigerator checks on me as much as I check on it. You know what I mean? Like, how many times do people just like absentmindedly go into the kitchen and be like, oh, what's in the fridge? Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, why do we do that? You know, because of boredom, we eat. Yep. When we're sad, we eat. Obviously, when we're hungry, we eat. Even when we're excited, we eat. Yeah. Like, we get together with fellowship, we eat. It's like we prioritize everything around eating. Dude,
so that's like a cultural thing, man. Like, I mean, well, between Italians and Samoans, dude, like, every family gathering is always, everything is centered around, you know, what's for dinner, what's, you know, for lunch, what's whatever.
Have you seen that movie, My Big Fat Greek Wedding?
I think I've seen parts of it. I know for sure that she's
Yeah.
seeing the whole thing.
I'm always reminded of the one part where I forget, like, it's the grandmother or maybe it's the mother. The guy shows up to his mom's house and they're all, obviously they're Greek,
Yeah.
right? And she's like, oh, darling, are you hungry? He's like, no, thanks. I just ate. She's like, I'll make you something to eat. It's like, regardless of what you just said, I'll make you something to eat.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
No, and like,
That's my grandma.
That's like the Samoan side. That was our grandmother too. She's like, you hungry? I got something in there. I'm like, no, thanks, grandma. I just ate. All right, well, it's in there. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
I'm good. I just ate. So it's crazy.
Done with a plate, and she'd be like, "There's more on the stove."
Right. Yeah. Or even like my dad. As soon as you finish one plate, it's kind of the same thing. He's like, oh, "There's more up there." It's like, "Oh, I'm good." Well, no, you need to eat. Growing up, because we were just trying to pack on weight for football, he's like, you need to eat.
Yep.
You need the muscles, you need the protein. So, it's like we almost idolize eating.
Yeah.
And that it's kind of sad. And it's if you can conquer your hunger and your cravings, you can take control of the rest of every other area in your life.
Yeah, what was it? Weren't we? Was it you and I that were talking about, like, the first sin in the garden was food related?
Yeah. How did Satan get Eve to fall? Yeah, by eating the apple.
Yeah.
And everything comes from craving, from like, when people think of the word lust, they automatically think that you're thinking sexually about somebody.
Yep.
But you can lust for food, you can lust for things. It's the desire of lust, of the want.
Yep.
1 Corinthians 9:27, Paul says, I make my body my slave. I strike my body and make my body my slave.
Mm-hmm.
That, when I'm having a hard time controlling my appetite, that's what I think of. I meditate on that scripture. I'm like, no. I strike my body and it's my slave. I'm in control.
Yeah.
You think of like fasting. People, when we're Christians, right? And we're all called to fast.
Oh, we are?
Oh, you don't fast?
No.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. We're Christians?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. 1000%.
Yes.
But we're called to fast.
Yeah.
Not a lot of us fast because it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, that's like, now we're getting into like a like church problem where it becomes, that's too hard. Let's do something easier and be more inclusive. It's like, no, dude. Right. That wasn't the intention. It was never intended to be easy, dude.
Right.
That's the whole point of it, is that it's supposed to be hard so that you can grow closer to God.
Right.
You're struggling, and you lean on Him for the strength to complete, the thing that you're engaged in. Right. So it was never meant to be like, oh, I'm fasting from social media. Stop, dude.
Right. And
just
it's like,
stop.
It's like you said, it's to draw closer to
Granted,
God.
that's a good thing. But
yes,
still.
everybody. I mean, I'm about to do another social media fast. I actually do it.
Come on, dude. Frequently. You just became my friend on Instagram like 2 days ago. Are you serious?
So yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm not hurt at all, guys. No. Don't worry.
Is that a tear?
It might be. I just need to.
Yeah. So I mean, fasting, man. Fasting and controlling your cravings is meant to tell your fleshly body that I am in control.
Right.
You know what I mean? Tell your mind that no, I am in control. Because we live in a world where we literally react to everything around us emotionally, physically, mentally. Somebody cuts you off in traffic, the first thing people do is throw their hands up, and start ripping them a new one. I think we talked about this last week in life group, self-control and stuff like that. But it's the discipline. It's the discipline aspect of, all right, let's not be reactive and let's figure out how to respond correctly. So when we're talking about controlling our cravings to foods, instead of reacting, in that moment, because we get that temptation, we get that sensation. All right, first of all, am I actually hungry, or am I bored, or do I feel like a little down? Do my hands need to just be busy? Because sometimes it's just that. Yep. One of my buddies, this is kind of off topic, but it's not. It's related. One of my buddies who used to smoke cigarettes said that he doesn't think he would ever stop smoking cigarettes just because he likes the hand motion
Yep.
of smoking cigarettes. And it's like something that small
Yep.
will keep somebody addicted to something so foul.
Yep. Dude, I smoked for a while, and I think like the thing for me that I was like addicted to was like the whole process, because I'm like a super anal process driven human. Like if in the mornings, if I don't go through my routine,
Yep.
like it throws me off like for the rest of the day. And that goes for, you know, everything that I do, right? I do the same exact things every single day. Like
Yeah.
I get to work, I do this, that, and the other thing. At lunch, I'll
Yep.
get my stuff out. I'll pop 4 corners on the thing,
Yep.
put it in the microwave, 2 minutes. You know, exactly the same thing. You know, mix it up, stir it up, eat from one corner out.
See,
like it's so
Yeah.
regimented, dude.
Yep.
Like my brain is on autopilot 90% of the time.
Zero decision fatigue.
Zero.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that's going to be for another episode, why that's so important, why routine is the key to success. I talk about that all the time. It's the less decisions you have to make, and the more you can be on autopilot, the easier it is.
Yep.
You know, you start having to, you know, create more habits for yourself, or doing too much at once. It's hard to have to make every single decision and you know, throughout the day. So you make all these new decisions throughout the day. At the end of the day, you're tired.
Yep.
You know, if you don't have routine, you know, to where you're like, all right, I get up at this time, and your body's like, oh yeah, that's right, we get up at this time, and we also eat at this time, you know, and then we also do this and we this, and your body is just in sync with you. It's easier.
Yeah.
You know, but when people just get up and they're so reactive, you know, they react to the alarm clock going off at the last minute, and they snooze, and they'll, oh well, now I'm late, I gotta rush to work, and well, now you're late to work, and somebody just cut you off in traffic, or you just hit traffic.
Yep.
It's a reaction. It's like that domino effect, you know.
Yeah, dude. I leave so early, like to get to work. It's
Right.
stupid.
Yeah.
Just so because well, you know, where we live, the traffic going to where I work
It's
is
insane.
stupid in the morning. But there's like a 5-minute window.
Yep.
That if you just get right there before that 5-minute window, you're good. If
Isn't that
you go
crazy?
after that 5-minute window, you might as well
Yeah.
have left like an hour later.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
So it's the same thing with controlling your appetite or responding. The difference between responding and reacting to your hunger cravings, right? Like we can all agree, when you get a temptation for something, 90% of the time, the feeling or the urge of that temptation probably lasts 5-10 minutes. You know what I mean? Within that situation, like you're in the kitchen and you're like, oh man, I need to eat something, right? And that urge is just so strong. But if you just stick it out for like 5-10 minutes or find something else to do, normally the urge will go away. Or something that actually helps me sometimes is I drink a lot of seltzer.
Okay.
If I drink seltzer and just have the carbonation just fill my stomach, I'm like, I'm good.
Really?
Yeah, I'm good, you know. But if I do like 1 or 2 seltzers a day, I'm okay. If I do like 3, 4, my stomach starts to hurt. So I just make sure I'm like 1 or 2, you know. But that's like my little hack for overcoming the hunger is I'll drink some carbonated.
There's a good thing for the comments. What do y'all do?
Oh yeah.
To combat hunger? Like, right?
Yeah.
What little things have y'all run across? And
Yeah.
what have you done if you were in a diet or whatever? Like how did you stay disciplined?
Yeah.
Love to hear it.
Yeah, you know what Monica used to do? She used to just brush her teeth. And it worked good.
You know what? Yeah, that's a thing. Like
Yeah.
my stepfather would do the same thing.
Yeah.
Like whenever, like actually at night, because that's when we usually get into like the chocolate chips and the M&Ms and all that. Like
Always.
he'd be like, nah, you know, get done with dinner, do his thing, brush his teeth real quick. Be like, I can't have any M&Ms. I just brushed my teeth.
Yeah, it's true. Do you know why people crave carbs at night?
Do I know why? No.
So the reason why, for all you guys out there, this is the reason why you are craving carbs at night, is because your body's tired. When your body's tired, it says, we need energy. What do we use for energy? Carbohydrates.
Okay.
So
Makes sense. The
not a
story
good
checks
idea.
out.
Yeah. So sometimes depending on the certain person, if I'm doing it with a client, I have to kind of feel it out. there's something called carb backloading, where, you know, if somebody's having a hard time sleeping, I will generally give them some type of carb, complex carb actually, like a maybe like eat like a rice cake or something before bed that would help them fall asleep, you know, because serotonin converts to melatonin, and in order for that to happen, you need carbohydrates, right? So I would generally have them have like a rice cake or something before bed. But other people who are a little bit more sensitive to carbs, if they eat carbs before bed, they're up, so it doesn't work for them, you know. So it's the human body, everybody's different, but that's one of the main reasons why people start to crave at night is, one, their hands are no longer busy because they're not working, and they get tired. Your body's tired, and you're like, hey, we're getting tired, we need something to sustain, and that's why we start to crave those carbs.
Yeah.
So I generally try to stop eating by like 6 at night. You know, I know if for me personally, if I go to bed just a little hungry, I sleep so much deeper.
Really?
Oh, I love it. Sleep deeper. It sucks going to bed hungry, because I'm like, oh man, I could tear. The other night, Monica made chocolate chip cookies, and I was like, yo, I could tear those up right now.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, but I didn't. I was good.
I did.
Did you? All right.
Yeah, dude.
How'd you probably slept great. You have no issue sleeping.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I really
You
don't.
sleep like a baby.
I am a machine.
Yeah. I didn't start sleeping late till we had kids. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I used to tell Monica, I'm like, if you want help in the middle of the night, you gonna have to shake me, because I slept like a rock. And I feel like I'm like just starting to get back to that.
Hell yeah, good.
Yeah, so it's good. It's good. You know, I'm not sleeping like 8-9 hours. I'm sleeping like 6.5, but it's pretty solid. You know, I used to, you know how like when you wake up in the morning, you're like groggy. Are you?
Yes.
Is that just all right?
Yeah.
So normally when I wake up, this sounds weird, I can tell when I've had good deep sleep because I'll actually wake up groggy. And then as my morning starts to progress, maybe like 30-40 minutes in, I'm like, oh, all right, yeah, I feel refreshed. If I've gotten choppy sleep, I wake up and I already can feel the cortisol and adrenaline kind of like pumping, and I don't feel groggy at all. I could just wake up. I'm like, all right, what am I doing? So if I get 5 hours, I'll normally wake up and like, you know, pop up, all right, yeah, I'm good, you know? And then throughout the day, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm feeling it now. But vice versa, if I get really, really good sleep on the night where I get like 8 hours, which is rare, I'll wake up super groggy. And as my morning starts to progress, I'll start to feel better, and I feel amazing. Like my lifts in the gym that day, I make sure I hit the gym that day, you know, because it's good. I feel nice and refreshed, and you know, I can pump hard, you know. But I don't know. I'm just super in tune with my body. I have been for 12 years.
Yeah.
now.
Does that mean that I'm like super out of tune with my body because it like doesn't matter?
No, you probably just I don't know. You probably just don't care. You know,
Either that or maybe it's just because I do get a good amount of sleep. And
maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I just, you know, I know that I have a tendency to hyper focus on certain things, you know, especially with, you know, going through a withdrawal years ago. You know what I mean? I think I just was naturally hyper focused on like, all right, what's new and what's has been, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Different symptom wise. So yeah. So getting back to, hunger and craving being the strongest human hormone or emotion.
Yeah. Not the hormone.
Not the hormone.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there are hunger hormones, you know, ghrelin and stuff. But you know, if you can control those things, you know, like I said, it's those temptations don't last. You know, one thing that I've realized is, you know, especially when one of the hardest things is when you're having a family gathering, and you know you're supposed to be on plan, and everybody else, bro, Italian and Samoan, they're either eating pasta or a ton of meat. You know what I mean? And it's not like lean meat. It's fried.
Yeah.
And it's
pork and
just man, fatty. You know, so it's like you know, that's the hardest part is the family gatherings, right? But if you can just stick it out and bring your own meals, you know, and find ways to make your meals taste good. You know, I think a lot of people, they're like, oh, I've looked everywhere, but have you? Have you? You know, there's a YouTube short for everything. You know, this changed my life. We just made homemade tortillas for the first time ever last Friday.
Oh, the tortilla.
Dude, I'll never buy store-bought again.
Really?
Never. Oh man, we got to show you guys
Really
the
good?
recipe. Oh, it's bomb.
Yeah.
It's bomb. Yeah, and it tastes natural. It's more doughy. It's not like a flat piece of, I don't even know. It's just
Cardboard.
It's not like cardboard flour. You know, it's nice. It's a little thicker. It's doughy and it's good. It wraps good. We had tacos with it, so we'll get that to you guys. But yeah, I mean, find a way. You know, find good recipes that you like. You know, that you're like, yo, I could eat this every day. You know, I found this fajita recipe that I haven't tried yet, but I gave it out to a couple of my clients, and they were like, yo. My one client, Willie, he hit me up. He was like, yo, how dare you send me a chicken recipe that doesn't taste like cardboard? I was like, oh yeah, is it good? He's like, yo, this is amazing. He's like, it feels like I'm cheating. I'm like, oh, I'm trying this one myself. Yeah, those are the good ones.
That's what you want.
That's when you don't feel like you're missing out.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I mean, that's partially how I stay so strict. Is that everything I eat is delicious. And big thank you to the woman behind the camera and currently our auto switcher that we're the paid intern.
The producer, paid intern.
Yeah, I better
fill out your timesheet, please.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was gonna say, man. I just started eating more carbs today, so I feel like my brain's catching up.
Yep.
I'm still like super foggy.
That's good.
Dude, I was eating like 140 grams of carbs, which is like, it's not like super low, but I've been hitting the gym like 6 days a week and like pretty intense. And I just like I was telling you the other day, it just felt like systemic fatigue. See, thank you. That's why you're on my team. You're my other half of the brain.
Yeah.
You know, I can word today, right?
That's all right. I can't.
Systemic fatigue. Yeah, just a lot of systemic fatigue. Good thing we're gonna edit.
Oh, no, we're not. No, we're not. You're keeping that in there. I did it earlier.
Yeah,
we're not editing mine out.
No,
we're not editing yours out either.
So yeah, I've been averaging, and not purposely. I was just trying to find like a good sweet spot of, you know, what my body liked as a deficit. And in the past, 1,900 calories was like my sweet spot where I could lose a decent amount and still feel good. But I wasn't this active. I was lifting the same way, but what I changed differently is now I'm doing like 12 to 15,000 steps a day. And I think even though it's not intense, half of that is on an incline treadmill.
Yep.
You know, and it's like at a nice incline. So it's like I'm hiking, and then, you know, we do this loop around here, and there's some decent hills around here, like you go into country knolls and stuff, but like, you know, 12 to 15,000 steps a day.
Well, now the internet knows kind of where we live.
Yeah. Country knolls is kind of big though.
Yeah, it is. We're gonna get that one dude who's like geolocating right now, based on the angle of the lights.
Yeah.
And
but good thing we don't live in country knolls. You don't know where we live. I said I walk 15,000 steps through country knolls. I could walk anywhere. So anyways, so yeah, I just think, you know, and you know, like I said, I do that daily. I've been averaging like 2.5 pounds loss a week.
Yeah.
You know, and like two pounds itself is aggressive. It doesn't seem it, you know, like, oh, it's only 2 pounds. It's like, actually 2 pounds is considered aggressive.
How long did I do mine? What were we at? Like 3 months for 60 pounds, not 60, sorry, 50, 40, 45.
Oh, wait, let me
3 months for 45.
Do I need to grab my calculator here?
Nope. 3 times 4 is 12. 45 divided by 12 is approximately, oh boy.
How many pounds?
That's 45 divided by 12.
45 divided by 12.
3.75.
3.75 pounds a week. Yeah. Yeah.
That was a little
It's
aggressive.
aggressive.
That was a little
But
aggressive.
what was your calorie? What was your caloric deficit?
Oh God, it
Were you-
had to have been like a day, probably like a lot,
I remember.
thousand or more.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, you were deep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember one time we were chatting. I think you had said it was like 1,800. But you're.
Oh yeah. Well.
But so granted, you're what, 6 foot?
Yeah.
At the time, you were 260 something.
Yeah. Oh no.
And you were lifting how many times a week?
5.
5. Then you were rucking
Yep. In the
an
mornings.
hour in the morning.
Yep.
So your total daily expenditure on top of your job had to be a pound a day.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
3,000 to 3,500.
Yeah.
So you're at 1,800. That's a massive caloric deficit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's probably also why. That's also why I lost 99% of my strength.
Yeah. So that's another thing I have noticed over the past 3 weeks. My strength has gone down, not a ton, but the push towards the end to failure, it's just so doggy.
Yep.
I'm like, where I know I can push through something, I'm like, yo, in the middle of this rep, I just want to sleep.
Yep. That's
You know what I mean?
dude. That's the best way I've ever heard that described.
Yeah,
Because that's exactly what it feels
Yeah,
like.
you're just like, you're at that point of failure and your face is beat red and you're just like, it's true, man.
Yeah.
You know? But so I recently I was like, yeah, I need to go up. I need to just, because it also hurts your pride when you start losing the strength, you know? So I started increasing the carbs, and
Yeah.
I'm up
Well,
to
dude,
2,000.
you know, this is the whole thing too, right? This kind of rolls into like the second point that we have, like when you feel good,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
You perform better, and
Yep.
part of that is you have to perform better. And if you're not performing as you want to, then
Yeah.
why even bother
Right.
going through the suck and
Right.
agony of doing it?
Right, exactly. Like getting something good out of it type of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, back in June, you know, so I first started to try to shred in June, and then in July I took on a bunch of projects and it just completely derailed me. So I
Right.
said, "You okay?"
Yeah.
So I just said, you know, in September I'm going to start up again, and just not let anything.
You're good. You're good. Just keep going.
Oh, did it fall out?
Yeah.
Oh. Technical difficulty.
Yeah, don't. I was trying to play it off the entire time, and I was just gonna let you go because
Oh.
we're not on my camera right now.
That's all right.
Now we
It's all
are.
right. We leave it in there. That's
Yeah.
what these things are for.
Yeah,
You know, we're family, right?
yeah,
So I told myself I'm just gonna take July and August, get all the projects, you know, cleared, and just start back in September and just go hard. You know what I mean? And lately it's been good. It's been good, but you know, I just noticed, you know, from back in June, because I have everything tracked from June, I'm looking back, I'm like, oh man, I don't feel that pump or the strength that I had back in June, you know? So so on Friday, what's today, Saturday? Yeah. So yesterday I increased my carbs. I increased them today, so I went from about 140 and I'm at like 275. So I'm hoping that that'll give me a little bit more pep in my step, add a little bit more protein in, lowered my fats a little bit. Hopefully that'll give me a little bit, give me what I need to feel good so I can perform good.
yeah,
You know, because a lot of people think like, I gotta cut the carbs, and I wasn't cutting carbs just so that I could cut fat per se, because fat burns in a carbohydrate flame, right? There's that saying. It's a part of the Krebs cycle, right? You need carbs in order for that Krebs cycle to operate to its max, right? It's a part of your metabolism. But you got to know how to use them. You got to know how to utilize them, at what times, when, how much, what kind of carbs, right?
Yeah.
So I was just playing around with macros to see what my body liked at this point in my life. You know what I mean? Because as you grow, your body changes and it likes different things. So I was just like, oh, let me play with this. you know, and I think I started at 1900 calories. I went down to 1800. I'm back up to 2100, adding in, you know, some more carbs and see how I feel. Yeah.
A buddy of mine, dude, we were talking about like cutting and diet, calorie deficits and surplus, whatever. And he's a bigger dude. And he heard this commercial one day. He's like, some people get up to 3,000 calories a day without knowing it. And and his like genuine response in his brain was like, wow, they must be shredded.
Wow.
3,000 calories a day. Dang, they must be shredded.
How much does he eat a day? He's got to be 4 or 5.
I have no idea.
Jeez.
But it's hilarious.
Jeez. Well, do you know what your total daily is?
Right now, 5. Well, just under 5.
Yeah. That's what how much you're taking in?
Yeah.
How much do you know what your total daily expenditure is?
Not a clue.
No?
It's got to be somewhere around there because my weight hasn't changed probably in
really?
the past like 4 weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which is, I don't know how.
Yeah. Well, it's not like you're doing like any cardio or anything.
No.
You're literally just lifting 3 days a week.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Huh. It's using it.
Somehow, somewhere.
Yeah,
I don't know where.
Strength's going up?
Yeah.
Not as fast as you'd like.
Well, yeah, no, but so, like I said, I didn't do a lot of the compound lifts for the past, like, I don't know, 6 months.
Yep.
So I have to, like, re-find that groove.
Yeah.
So that they all feel good again.
Yeah, yeah.
And then once I find the groove, I actually started to find it, like, last week. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's starting to feel better.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm sure I'll start seeing the weights progress up and up and up and up and up.
Right.
For the coming weeks.
Yeah. It's all about feeling it, man. You got to feel good.
Yeah.
You know, and it's one thing I think about a lot is, you know, I'm not just doing this fitness thing just for myself or for other people out there or for my clients. You know, that's all good, right? I actually think about like my kids a lot. You know, like what's your why, right?
Yep.
I want to be able to feel good. And like I was playing outside with my son today, you know, and it felt good to be able to. We went for a bike ride. We did a lot of things today, actually, and it felt good to know that I have the stamina to keep up with him. Actually, I was kind of outpacing him today, you know. And it's just like that's what you want. You want to be able to outpace your younger kids, you know. So I guess, you know, that's my why is, you know, I want to be able to feel good all the way throughout. You know, like my goal is to be that 72-year-old grandfather, you know, who can still do pull-ups.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, so
you know one of my like best like old man stories, dude, is like I'm pretty sure internet can fact check me on this, but I think it was Jack Dempsey. He was a very old man, like in his 70s. Well, that kind of ruined the story now, but anyway. So there's like group of kids came up to this old man, and they were like trying to rob his car or steal his car, like carjack the dude. And it's way back, so like 40s, 30s.
Oh,
I
old
think.
school.
Yeah.
So you know he wasn't
Jack
having
Dempsey.
it.
Yeah, no, he was having none of it.
Them old school,
dude. So
old
and
schoolers?
he's a savage boxer. He's
really
an absolute savage. If you ever want to watch like one of the craziest fights in the world, it's one of Jack Dempsey's fights, and I'll show it to you later.
Yeah.
I
think I've heard of him,
dude.
Actually.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, these kids come up to him. There's like 4 of them. This one old man, and these kids are, you know, harassing him, trying to get his keys and whatever. And cut scene, recome scene, and one of the kids is hiding under this dude's car as like because he was obliterating everybody.
Wow.
And you know the cops show up and the kid's like hiding under the car and they're like, what's going on? Oh yeah.
Old man's taking everybody out.
Yeah, that story checks out.
Yeah.
It's you know the most lethal boxer on the planet at the time. You know,
and he
it's like,
probably was still
okay.
training at that age.
I doubt it, but
really,
yeah.
Wow. Well, I mean, you see all these older, you know, it's hard to even call them seniors because, you know, you like look at RFK. I mean, I know he's on TRT, you know, but still he's 72, 73 and he's still getting it in the gym.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's one of my favorite things to watch. Knox and I will watch it every now and then. We'll watch like the the calisthenic guys in like
freaks.
There's these old guys in New York City, like 70s or so, and they're just cranking out these insane movements, you know, and their face looks old, but their body looks jacked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm like, that's my goal.
Yeah.
I want to be that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I just want to be able to have all like full mobility, you know, and just be able to have that stamina at that age, you know? So that was our second point is, you know, when you feel good physically, you work better physically, you know, so it's not just for yourself, right? This fitness thing is for yourself, but it's also for everybody else to enjoy you, you know, to your full potential. Yeah. You know, even like, you know, your job, you know, sometimes, you know, you and I have been in the trades for a while, and, you know, we know that if there's somebody who lacks physical performance, you know, other people got to step in. Yep. You know, so it's
you know, well, for me, being fat is defense.
What's that?
It's a defense mechanism. Being fat for me,
yeah,
it means like I don't have to do like the really
tight situations.
Crappy. I was looking for the non-curse word. For terrible. It means you don't have to get into like the really crappy tight spaces and start, you know, digging in there and getting all dirty. Ugh.
For me,
no one wants to get dirty at work.
No. For me, you know, being an electrician, I didn't have to be like, oh, well, I'm not getting up in that crawl space. I'm not getting up in that attic. I can't fit in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
But, you know, so yes, when you feel good physically, you work better physically. Point number 3, what we have here is sick people equals dependent.
Yep.
When you have somebody that's sick, it means they depend on family to take care of them. They depend on the doctors. My wife is a nurse, and she used to do home care, you know, and you depend on other people to take care of you. In a way, it's selfish, because it is. Yeah. You know, because
if you can control it, it's selfish. Right. If you can't control it, then
exactly. That's the best way to put it. Yeah. But if you're not taking care of yourself on purpose, right? If you're not making the wise choices to take care of yourself,
if you have the capability to, and you choose not to,
that's selfish.
That's selfish. Right. If you just straight up don't have the ability to,
well, right. Whether it be mental illness, or you got a disease, you know, that you couldn't help. You know what I mean? Like there's people, you know, for instance, ticks are crazy this year. Yeah. You know what I mean? You went into the woods and you had a tick on you. You know what I mean? You didn't ask for it, it just happened, you know, or, you know, accidents and stuff. Yeah. You know, but like we're talking about, if you have the capability to make the decision to take care of yourself and you're not, that is selfish. Your family is depending on you to stand on your own 2 feet and take care of yourself. Your family deserves to have the best version of you, and you need to get it done, right? So sick people equals dependent people. Yep. When you are fit and healthy and you can take care of yourself or others, you know, and be independent, I mean, that says it all right there. You know, you don't have to depend on anybody or anything, even medications. You don't have to depend on medications. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, we have a whole thing about medications.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's a whole nother podcast.
Yeah. That'll be the next time we change the furniture around. We'll get in.
Right. So healthy people are independent people.
Basically.
Yeah.
So. Except for me. I rely on her heavily.
Oh, I rely on my wife heavily too, you know. But
I'll tell you what, man, it makes it easier, right? Now you have to be disciplined in order to get to that level of ease. Does that make sense?
What do you mean?
Because I guess they all kind of tie together, right? So because I'm in good shape and I can take care of her, right? In other ways, it makes it easier for her to help me and take care of me in those ways, right? So it's, again, now this is going into like relationship stuff, but it's
the relationship between taking care of yourself, you know, and how that spills over into your life. You know, everything in life is a relationship.
Yeah.
You know, if you take care of your car will take care of you. You take care of your house will take care of you, right?
Yeah.
Which is why when people don't take care of their houses, it falls apart, you know, and you get mold and insects and everything coming into it. You know, if you take care of something, it will take care of you. You know, so because you're taking care of yourself, you can take care of her, and she will take care of you. You know, so I get it, you know. So when you take care of your body and put in it what it's supposed to have and give it all of its tools, it will do its thing. Like, you don't have to think about, all right, I just ate that, now I have to digest it, raise the insulin a little bit, you know what I mean? Like, you don't
You
have
got those
to,
little slider bars going on.
you don't have to think about that, right? Your body's like, okay, you gave us this, let's go to work. You know what I mean? If your body has that mentality, you should have that mentality. You know what I mean? Okay, I have this going on right now. I need to go to work and make a decision. Do I need to have this right now? You know, if we're talking about food, this is what's in front of me. Should I have this right now? No. You know, is there something else I should be doing? You know, or you and I have talked about this before. I think even in episode 1, you know, to have that mindset when placed in front of a temptation. You know, you said it before. You're like, you know, I like sitting back, and as everybody's eating, you're like, I'm getting stronger and you're getting weaker. You know what I mean? That essentially, that's kind of a good mentality to have. You know, maybe not like looking at people be like, you're getting weaker. You know, if it helps you, fine. But like for me, I'm like, I am getting stronger right now. You know, because I can sit here. It's almost like one of our neighbors said it best. It's like, it's almost like an AA meeting, like the last little bit of like an AA meeting, or like an addiction meeting, saying, all right, can you sit in the same room with the thing without having any triggers or falling into the temptation? It's like, if I want an Oreo, let me sit at the table, place an Oreo there and be like, I don't need this, and feel nothing. You know what I mean? But it's like, you know, training yourself. That's
actually, so that's actually kind of a, I mean, I wouldn't recommend people in AA do that.
No.
But,
right.
Just smash a bottle on the table. All right, I don't need you. Just watch the level all of a sudden start dropping.
Where did it go?
I don't know where it went. How did I get here?
Now I see 2 of them. You know? Not to knock or make light of AA.
No.
You know, but you know, but it's just a mentality that works for me. Like, I go to the gym and I work my muscles.
So I'm actually like referring to the food aspect of that. I used AA as the example, but that's a bit of an extreme example, probably not a healthy thing to do, but food wise, dude, I actually think that might be a good thing to do with food. Like, if you're really, really struggling with something, I'm lucky that I never have, but I think that would be a good tool to use. Like, just throw something like that you really, really want on a plate, stare at it for like 15 minutes and wait. If you still want it in like 15, I mean, gradually, right? So progressive overload via mental aspect, right? So if you look at it, you're like, I really want that. Give me 5 minutes. And I'll eat it in 5 minutes. Then next week, you know, you have another cookie. You just, all right, 10. Give me 10 minutes. Maybe I'll do that in 10
that's a good
minutes.
That's a good exercise, you know. That's good. So
until you're sitting there for an hour, you're like, I really want this cookie. Give me this cookie.
It's either you're helping it or you're just strengthening the urge. Like, really just amping it up. Yo, in 10 minutes, I'm gonna get you. And the next week, I'm gonna hit you with some milk. The full dunk.
Fingers and everything.
That was good. I should wait longer next week. It tastes better at 15. But no, I mean, yes, I think, you know, like, you exercise your muscles in the gym. You should absolutely exercising
discipline, dude.
Discipline, absolutely. You know,
I think that is a muscle too. I mean, kind of. It's not something that you just have generally. No. Some people are, you know, super blessed to be able to just, you know, have that. Most aren't.
I think of one of my favorite scriptures is 2 Timothy 1:7, when he says God has given us a spirit of power, love, and self-discipline. Everybody wants each one of those things, right? They actually say that the natural human wants all of those things. God has already given it to us. We just need to learn how to, one, we just have to believe that we already have it. Two, learn how to use it and exercise it, right? Because the enemy wants you to think that you don't have it, right? But we all have it. It's a free gift. God has given us that spirit, right? But translate power, love, and self-discipline, what it really is wealth, health, and relationships, right? Wealth, it's the power. The relationships, it's the love, right? What is the other one? Health, self-discipline, right? Because it takes a lot of self-discipline to be healthy, right? So I read this book called No Excuses by Brian Tracy. Awesome book. Now, most of it is about, like, he gets into it about like sales and stuff like that, right? And a lot of like those success books I've noticed are all by like salespeople, right? But this is like one of the
Imagine
first.
that they're selling a success book.
Yeah, right. So this was like one of the first like mindset books that I read, and the one thing that I picked out from that is there is over 1,000 keys and principles to success, but none of them work without self-discipline. None of them.
Well, dude, that goes for anything that you're trying to do. Is like, you can absolutely follow, item 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, for a day.
Oh yeah,
and not get the results of someone who does. That's like exercise, man. Like, if you could have the best program in the world, if you follow it for a week and then never do it again.
Yeah.
Well, I followed the program for a day.
Yep. Doesn't matter.
No, you need to do that over a long period of time in order to reap the benefits of it.
It's that compounding interest, and that's how people have to think about it. And it's compounding. You have to hit that every single day. But so like this guy, well, he didn't say this, but it's how I was thinking about it. It's like, we have power, love, and self-discipline. A lot of people focus on the power and the love, but as soon as they get to self-discipline, it's just like it's not sexy enough, right?
Yeah.
Like, I want the power, I want the love, I want to have the power, I want to be loved. Self-discipline, I don't really want to put that.
That is self-love, dog.
Right. But people don't think about it like that.
Well, yeah. And I mean, like, how could you ever have love in general if you don't love yourself, right?
Right.
I know we've talked about it, me and her, but
yeah,
you can't.
Yeah.
Doesn't exist.
It's your responsibility, to love yourself. It's your responsibility, your happiness, your love, how you love yourself and love others, but I just forgot what I was gonna say again.
Oh no, ladies and gentlemen, the carbs are currently hitting quite hard. Well, I got something. So essentially, this is like also going off a little bit onto a tangent of relationship stuff, but you should love yourself the way you want someone else to love you, right?
Yep.
So if you're not taking care of yourself and you're not showing, let's just say you do know somebody and you're like, I really wish they liked me or loved me or whatever.
Yeah.
If you don't take care of yourself and essentially show them how to love you,
right?
Because you love yourself the way that you want to be loved, right? I mean, if you don't show them how to do that, then what success can you possibly have in that entire situation?
Right.
You can't. You have to show them by doing it. You have to live what you preach, and you have to live the way you want to.
Right. And it's like, if you're not loving yourself correctly, but you expect somebody else to love you correctly, that is selfish. That's not right.
Yeah.
That's not right. You know? So, in loving yourself, fitness is a part of that.
Absolutely.
We don't live in a day and age where we are moving constantly anymore. You know what I mean? Like, before all this technology stuff, I was looking at a video from 1920s in New York City. You know how many cars were on the street? Hardly any. You know what I mean? I think the Model T came out in 1930, 1927, 28, something like that. Fact check me on that,
please. Internet. We're modern car guys. We're not old.
Yeah.
Like, old car guys.
Yeah.
Like we kind of usually draw the line like right around the mid 60s, and we're kind of done there.
Yeah, I don't do the 50s.
Nah.
The 50s. You know, but
50s are cool though, dude.
Yeah.
Like the chop top stuff, and
Yeah.
like, you get
The
really
old-
low, and like
Yeah.
what do you call those things?
The 55 Chevys.
Well,
but the bombers.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah, or the rat rods.
Not the rat rods. Things where you like take the roof line and you just
Chop them.
Yeah.
Yep.
make really extra small windows.
Yeah, and you gotta be
What the
like,
heck are those things called?
I think they're
There's
just
a name
they're
for
just
'em.
chopped. They're just chopped.
Okay.
Choppers.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah,
no.
we're getting off topic.
Yeah.
But
Way
you know,
off.
back in the 1920s, they had horse and buggies. You know what I mean? But most of the people were walking.
Yep.
You know, the men back then, you know, I think you and I had talked about it before. The amount of saturated fat and stuff that people used to eat, the amount of butter, the amount of carbs that people used to ingest was insane.
Mm-hmm.
But they also ate a lot of watercress, and they moved. Like the men alone, and I'm sure the women were about the same because they were always moving in the house. There was no TV
Yeah.
to be able to sit in front of, you know.
You could listen to the radio while you're vacuuming.
Yeah, you know,
You know,
if the vacuum was even around then.
Yeah, oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Sweep. While you're sweeping.
Yeah, you know. So, but they were doing like 20,000 steps minimum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they were moving. They were doing hard laborious work. They were working in the factories. We don't live like that anymore.
No.
You know, we drive to work. Most people sit at work. Then we come home and we sit in front of the TV. You
Yep.
know, so it is because we have created that environment, that society around us. It is now our responsibility to make sure we hit the gym and get the activity and physical exercise that our body demands.
Right.
Because your body requires it. Whether you want to or not, your body requires it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, you know, we talked about this last episode. In order to get to your goal or to your goal body weight, your goal physique, or whatever it is that you want to achieve, it requires a certain amount of work. And it's not just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It requires all of the work, you know? So you can't expect to sit at home and eat 1,000 calories a day and drop a ton of weight. You might, but it's probably going to be water and muscle. Let's be honest. It's not going to be.
Yeah, you're gonna atrophy, and it's just gonna be.
It's not going to be fat. People are like, oh, I lost 10 pounds on this diet, and I didn't do a thing. It's like you lost all your muscle and you dropped a bunch of water.
Yep.
So that is what we call skinny fat. If that is what you are looking for, that's the diet that you want.
That's the diet and exercise plan. Just don't eat anything and sit at home.
Yeah, you know. So
And you'll look like garbage.
right.
Sorry
because
for that one guy out there that's watching right now. That probably is that.
That's like this.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He's talking to me right now.
Get a little walking pad.
Yeah, we're
Get a little walking
talking
pad.
to you. That guy, we're talking to you.
Brother.
No, you got it last episode. You're not getting it this one.
No. And you know, when you get moving like that, you naturally stop feeling like garbage.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you start to give your body what it needs. Your body starts to feel the way that it's supposed to.
Right.
You know, we talk about stress relief.
Yeah.
You know, you
Dude.
get them endorphins going and hormones balancing. You know, I can't tell you how big of an issue hormonal imbalance is right now in men and women.
Yep.
You know, because nobody's moving.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's overeating sugar. Sugar is the number one cause of hormonal imbalance. Just to let y'all know. I can go a little scientific on you right now. Did you know?
Send it.
Did you know that sugar? So we all know cyanide, right? It's poison, right? And how it destroys your cells. Sugar does the same exact thing, the same exact way to your cells, just on a slower level. It literally reacts to the atoms and your molecular makeup. It does the same thing that cyanide does, only on a slower level. Slower speed. So when we say that sugar is poison, it is actually literally poison.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't know that. I just learned something today.
Yeah,
so
it's crazy. I only learned it just because we watched a scientist on YouTube. Not listen, he likes to get into that type of stuff. He's like, "Oh, Dad, click that one," and it's like, "What is sugar doing to your body?" I think that's what the thumbnail was, the caption. And I was like, "Oh, I want to see this.
I want to know what sugar's doing to my body."
And he broke it down. I'm like, "Yo, no way! It is literally almost the exact makeup of cyanide." So as I'm sitting there licking my soft serve ice cream, I'm like, "There goes some cells." And there goes some cells. You know what I mean?
Wow, way to ruin ice cream for me, dog. You know what? I'm gonna go home and eat some in protest.
Yeah. You know, but it's true though, man. You know, and the sugar consumption since like the 1930s, back in the 1930s, 1920s, I referenced that a lot because, you know, back then, before we had a lot of
it was just the beginning really of the super industrial age and conveniences and
how
all
can
that.
we make things easier?
Yeah.
How can we make things more
Just
convenient?
before everything started to suck.
They didn't have sugar like that. You know what they had? Honey. They had honey and syrup.
Did they put honey in their coffee? No, they had to have put sugar in their coffee.
Probably like some cubes, but like that was about it. So I read this study that said that back in the early 1900s, the average human would consume about 30 to 40 grams of sugar a day. That's it. To now, we are around 300 a day. The average American, it said American, I don't know about the rest of the world, 300 grams a day.
That's
a
pretty
little
wild.
insane. And I wonder why we're overweight and why we have, you know, people have arthritis and they're stiff and this and that. And
dude, the sugar especially is a mega inflammatory thing.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah, so huge. Like, if you're like, it's a great thing to do like right before you work out.
Yeah,
because then you'll get that inflammatory effect everywhere else.
Yeah, right.
You know.
Yeah, even after working out, like it's okay to eat something, you know, to just spike that insulin. Yep. You know, and kind of refill those glycogen paths right after a workout.
Gummy bears, dude. I do it.
Yeah. I won't lie. Before when I came home from the gym, I would do my my oat bran, and I would do peanut butter and maple syrup in there. Bomb, dude. It was amazing, right?
So, ladies and gentlemen, he likes peanut butter. I do not.
I love peanut butter, man. I love peanut butter, but I've lowered my fats, so I can't have peanut butter the way I want to have peanut butter. Yeah. Frowny face. So the past 2 days I've been coming home and I've been eating dates. They're pretty good. Have you ever had a date?
What were their names?
Date 1 and date 2. Have you ever had a date?
No. Maybe. I mean, we're married, so I must have had at least one.
Oh, no. So, I mean, you hear about figs and dates in the Bible.
Yes, I know. I'm totally messing
No, I know. But they're delicious. I mean, you might not like them. I'm about to give you a date, bro. On camera. We're about to do a reaction video.
No, we're not.
No?
I'm not eating a date on camera.
You'll have to get the munching on, like.
Huh? So he would literally throw up because he hates hearing people eat.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I gotcha. Wow, your wife really knows you.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, so that's a whole other thing. But yeah, man, like if people chew with their mouth open around me, it sends me into like a death spiral of I want to strangle you. Yeah, wow. It's pretty wild. I get aggressive.
Do you?
In my head.
Do you mind?
Yeah, no, like in my head, like if I hear someone chewing,
yeah,
it's wild because I'll kook.
Really?
I will kook in my head. I try not. So I really, really try hard to like not be that guy that goes out and like, you know, says to somebody, "Hey, you chew with your mouth closed." You know, like if I'm not going to talk to another grown man like that. That's kind of weird.
Right.
But like,
you just had that conversation in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I wish I.
Yeah. Do you want to keep your dining experiences to yourself, please?
You want to keep your dining experience to yourself, dude? Yeah, I get really bad with that. There's a name for it. I can't remember the name for the condition, but it's like certain sounds actually like drive people to get like extremely
It's like the nails
angry.
on the chalkboard type of deal.
Yeah.
Like really cringe.
It's genetic.
Huh?
Teresa has it. It's genetic.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a legit thing. Like, it says it's a phobia, but I'm not afraid of it, so I don't like that.
Do you ever tell just
makes me angry.
You ever just tell random people the sound of your voice is making me angry?
Have you?
I don't think so. Lord forgive me if I have. Maybe I have. I don't know. BC.
You know what, dude? Maybe I might have, probably at some point in my time in my life at work. I might have.
Yeah,
maybe
BC, before Christ.
No.
Oh, okay, all right.
Listen, it's
Lord,
a work in
forgive him,
progress.
please. Yeah. So I have an interesting fact that I want to.
Yes, I've definitely said that to somebody at work. I've definitely been like, dude. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
granted, they're annoying.
So I want to share this fun fact, since we're talking about how fitness affects the rest of your life, right? There is an actual study that was done. All right. I love studies. I love, getting into, I'm just curious. I'm a curious mind, right? So there was a specific study that showed that fit people are more successful. Statistic is,
statistic.
What I say, statistic.
It's
it's coming.
You sounded like a KTM trying to start.
So studies show that there's a strong correlation. 2020 one poll survey found 74% of frequent exercisers felt successful compared to 26% of less active individuals. A Cleveland State University study found that frequent exercise boosts wages. So it's not like, oh, hey, I exercised today. Can I get more work?
Could you imagine going to your boss like, yo, I'm jacked. Give me more money.
I said,
you know what, dude? I was actually thinking about this today, and it's like all the dudes that I've ever, not all, a lot of dudes that I've seen that are like bigger dudes, they're always more like successful in some way, shape, or form.
Yes.
Somehow. I don't know.
I really think that it has something to do with that mental drive in the gym overflows to that mental drive to do more outside. Mm-hmm. Because, think about it. What's the mindset that we have in the gym, right? I have two. I can do more, and don't be a baby, get it done.
Yeah.
Right? Sometimes those words swap out for other things, right? So, but that's how I push myself in the gym, right? Yep. I was like, I can do more, right? And don't be a baby, get it done, right? Yeah. So that can transfer outside of the gym. There's some work you got to do. Don't be a baby, get it done.
Yep.
And okay, I did this today. I can do more, right? Mm-hmm. I can do that better. I've done that in the gym. Yep. I could perform that lift better.
Yep.
Right. Even like that competitive edge in the gym, like you not that you're judging people, but you're looking like, yeah, I could do that better.
All right. Have you ever had like a competition with somebody in your head that they were completely unaware of?
They had no idea that they were lifting with you?
Yeah.
Yes,
so I've done that before. I remember I was I was in the gym and I saw this. First of all, there's this dude who was like sumo deadlifting 365 pounds, and it was the loudest 365 pounds I've ever heard in my entire life. Every time it hit the floor. Dude, it was so obnoxious. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Well, you have certain sounds that trigger you.
We just talked about it. Maybe that was one of them, but like I was like just watching, and he's just slam. It's not the sound, it was the slam, like the slamming away. I'm like, dude, it's not that heavy. Yeah. Like, settle down. You're deadlifting 365 pounds.
Right.
Chill.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna ruin your day right now. So I loaded up 365 on a bar, and I started doing bent over rows with it.
Oh, okay.
I was like,
all right.
And I just like put it down and just sat back and like
just waited.
Just looked at him. I was like,
So were you doing bent over rows off the floor or off the bench?
No. So
or off the rack, I mean.
Off the rack. I lift up
slam
off the rack,
it down on the rack?
Take a couple steps back. No, absolutely not. Just place it gently.
Oh, okay.
Just assert dominance over the weight.
Oh, okay.
And also the other dude. Yeah. So just pick it up. 90, like actual 90 degrees. Like my back was not like, the rows you see people doing. They're like this.
Yes.
It's like, no.
They're like slightly
bend
bent.
that thing down.
Slightly bent, and they bring it right to the belly button.
Yeah.
Real quick.
That 2-inch range of movement.
Yeah, and they're
Yeah. You're moving your stomach to the weight.
Yeah.
I'll show. I actually have it on video. I'll show it to you later.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, it might have been. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, so as a trainer, and I don't mean to do it, but as a trainer, when I'm in the gym, I constantly check people's form. There's this one guy in the gym today, and I don't mean to go off topic, but there's a guy in the gym today who was doing just regular curls, and he swung them up and like this. He just swung them up like this. I'm like, you are stimulating nothing.
You're getting a hell of a shoulder rotator cuff workout.
the dude was, I don't want to say he was jacked. He was a bigger guy, but he had a lot of fat to him, right? Mm-hmm. He had his powerlifting belt, you know, but he came over, he's like, whoo, whoo. And I wanted to say, okay, now let's try this with proper form and let's see if you could do it. You know, because a lot of people, I see like these little people in the gym that are picking up like the 35, 40 pound dumbbells and they're just swinging it up for curls. I'm like, okay, let's do the proper form and let's see if you can do it.
I did some 40 pound dumbbell curls in Target today.
Did you? Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. You know, but I'm talking about like, this is like, these
Such
could
a
be
random place to do curls. They just had the dumbbells out. I was like,
oh, really?
Yeah. Right,
let me just hit this quick.
Real quick.
You know, but that's one thing that I have a habit of doing is I like look at people's form, you know, because I'm a big stickler for form and movement and tempo, because I really like to stimulate.
Yep.
You know, I don't like to swing weight. Like no matter what I'm doing, I don't like to swing weight.
Yeah, I think I'm reaching a point in my life where I've actually changed more back towards moving weight. Just move it. Just get it from point A to B.
Yep. Like power.
Yeah.
Power wise. But
yeah,
that's a thing.
Yeah.
You know, that's you know, your nervous system, right? You want your nervous system to feel that weight and push force against that weight. Yeah. Like that, there's a place for that. But when you have somebody that's coming in, like we were talking about the bent over rows, and they are not rowing correctly. Yeah. They're literally just going from like their knees and then standing up and then whoop. Yeah. You know, no engagement with the delts, the rhomboids, you know, nothing. Yeah. You know, and then they put it down. It's like, you just made yourself tired. That's it. You just made yourself tired. Yeah. You know? So I mean, maybe you got some trap out of it by picking it up maybe and holding it. Yeah. But yeah. So that's my pet peeve.
Yep.
You know? I check people's form at the gym secretly.
You're gonna judge the hell out of me.
No.
Mine's not that bad. It's not bad. No. You've seen, I've showed you a million of my lifting videos. Yeah. Obviously, it's working. Maybe
it's working. You know what I mean? You're stimulating.
I'm stimulating something. I don't know. I can move weight.
Yeah, right. I mean, that used to be me, man. You know, training for football, it was like, hey, you need to hit your PRs. Mm-hmm. We need PRs. You know, double sessions, triple sessions for football. It was PR, and I followed that same routine years after I was done playing football, you know, because for me it worked. If I wanted to move weight, I knew how to move weight, and I knew what I needed to do to move weight. I needed to eat a lot, and I needed to lift a lot of weight. I wasn't really caring about my form, nothing, no tucking elbows. I could be out here. I didn't care, man. I was pushing it.
So actually focusing on technique while you're trying to move weight will allow you to move more weight.
But I never knew that. I just push weight. Yeah. That's it. That's all I knew. You know, but I get that, you know, trying to like focus on the movement and form.
Well, no. I'm talking about more efficient movement patterns, right? So like if you're doing a bench press, for example, right? Like you want to have, instead of like having your elbows super flared out, right? Doing, you know, just trying to muscle things up and stuff like that. Like get yourself into a groove where your back is engaged, your chest is out, you're really bringing that thing and just stretching everything so that you have that initial like explosive power from the bottom, and just continue that all the way through. Like if you really focus on doing some like little technique adjustments, for example, just bench, you can make a world of difference, and you can move a lot more weight. Yeah. And without like, you know, doing the crazy this number and like, you know.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
But there's little things that you can absolutely do, like try to bend the bar, right? Try to so the internet can see, like if you're grabbing a bench press and you actually just try to, you know, hold it like this, bring it to your chest, and then push. You're not being as efficient as possible. For me, I actually put the bar right
there.
across there. And when I grab it, I'll actually go like this at first, and then compress and try to like twist my hands to be like this. So I'm trying to bend the bar this way.
Yeah.
And in doing that, you can feel it in your chest, just
Right.
like you know, as I'm doing that, you can see I'm like flexing my chest involuntarily.
Yeah.
And then by the time you get to here, you're already super strong and stretched and loaded, and you're just ready to blast out of that hole.
See, I've never, in my younger days, I was never taught anything like that.
Yep.
With me, it was get it to your chest and fast, because we were looking for that power up. You know, we were looking for
this way. Oh, you're talking about coming down fast, or
come
or up
down
fast?
and just let it touch, and then power up.
Yeah.
As hard as you can. You know, and those reps were fast. They were bop, bop, bop. You know, how much could you do? You know, in that tempo, that cadence. You know, and then obviously we check see what our 1 rep maxes are and stuff like that. But being on the football field, this is your movement most of the time.
You notice what you're doing with your hands too, is you're like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's this, or it's up. It's so they want that power, that explosion. So that's what I worked on. How much weight could I push this way fast and forcefully?
Yep. Yeah. I know for my dad anyway, he used to always, because he was a offensive lineman, right? He would always talk about like doing this number and pushing this way.
Yes. The chest plate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, that's like I said before, you grab the bar like this and you try to twist it this way.
Yep.
You get more explosion that way.
Yep.
And you can hold the thing, but that's a old football thing.
Right. Yeah. For me, I played fullback and linebacker. So, but my primary position was linebacker. And when you're a linebacker, you're the muscle on the field. You know what I mean? You got to get there fast.
Meat missile.
Yeah, and everybody's coming at you.
It's so bad.
Yeah, bro, come on. This is a Christian podcast. I know you didn't mean it how you meant it,
dude.
but like we could definitely use something different.
Oh, I'm so red right now. Oh my God.
That's the intro right there.
Oh God.
Oh man.
Well.
We're at an hour.
Yeah, I was about to say we're
hour,
just at an hour.
Wow.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this week. I just hit my mic. Thank you for joining us this week on the Peak Performance Podcast or Codcast. However you wanna say it. Yeah. Check us out next week. Be sure to hit follow, subscribe, like, do all that good stuff, and just continue getting bigger and stronger and faster and
Need
leaner.
my upper chest to get bigger.
Are you for real right now?
I just need to.
He was doing that during your
Really? Hold on. We got it. Doop, doop.
Yeah, it just I need more of the striation up on top right here. Like this is okay, but this.
All right.
Sorry, y'all. It's just checking the pump.
See you later.